there's another part in your book, you're talking about mindfulness. I mean, as a mindfulness teacher myself, to me, Tango Bliss. I mean, I teach Tango mindfulness, which is mindfulness applied in Tango. So it really resonates with me when you're talking about why mindfulness matter in your in tango dancing, and why this mindfulness can really help us, right? We talk about kindness. There's a monk, he actually had a book called Kindfulness. So from kind to mindful, it's called Kindfulness. Just for a reference, he's a monk from Australia. His name is Ajahn. He has several books. So I learned also from monks about Buddhism, mindfulness, and apply that in my tango life. So tell me, in your practical experience and what you like to share about mindfulness in tango, and how that mindfulness help you and you think can help your audience, these millions of tango dancers, can reach the blissful state.
Yes, so the way how I see mindfulness, first and foremost, it is mindfulness is my relationship with my thoughts. And one of the first book that I read, which changed my relationship with thoughts, um, was by a Russian author Vladimir Zhikarintsov, and this was A Way to Freedom was the name of this book, and I reference it in Bliss as well. And what the author of this book proposed is that our thoughts are not part of us. And he proposed that our thoughts are not even ours. Whereas before reading this book, I had these periodic depressions, which began really by me thinking a thought that would pass through my head. And without knowing any better, I would go along with and continue thinking it until it would take me in a downward spiral toward the worst of the worst imaginable personalized inferno. But with this new understanding that thoughts are more like radio waves, and I have the choice of which station I tune to, and that I can change this at any point, it really gave me a sense of freedom, which the next time one of those negative thoughts appeared in my mind, I would smile and not go along with it for sure. And that sense of freedom is what stopped my depressions altogether. That being in control and that being able to simply not go along with a thought was the beginning of a mindfulness journey for me, which has been going on for almost 20 years now. And it led me to different other kinds of books and seminars and all kinds of information that's been coming my way. And still the beginning of that journey was with this understanding and the way how it changed my relationship with my thoughts. So this is, I believe, is super important. And if people out there just reconsider and think about their relationship with thoughts, it can lead to a very wonderful freedom that is the sort of the basics of your authentic self-expression, of your being able to truly enjoy your dance and reach that bliss on a regular basis.
Wow. Yes. I I would say mindfulness is the key for my freedom in tango. Um, I really can resonate with what you said about thoughts. Not long ago, I have a friend. I'm sure many people had a similar experience, including myself. She says, "Oh, that was such a bad tanda. He really ruined my night, and I just want to leave the milonga." And I prompted to her, I said, but it was just one tanda. You leave the rest of the milonga because of one event, and now the thought in your head linger on, and what ruined your rest of the night is not that person. It's your thoughts.
Exactly.
But this person, this friend of mine, refused to come out of it, you know. But my personal experience is, yes, I had a bad tanda, let's say bad tanda if we were to judge. But, it happened. I could not control. Let it go, right? So one of the mindfulness practice that I often practice is let go. Let go what had happened. Let go of, things even made me uncomfortable or suffer, painful, even painful. But that doesn't have to last long. What made it last long is our thoughts.
Yes, and the sort of the essence of what you're talking about, the letting go, is forgiveness, essentially. So it's
And
very important.
acceptance.
Exactly, exactly. It's very important to, um, especially if you have a negative experience, it's very important to accept it as a fact, first and foremost. And second of all, to forgive everyone involved, including yourself. And the faster you do it, the less damage you're going to cause. Because if you keep it inside of you with some unconscious hope of restoring justice or um, proving something to someone, that I believe is actually self-poisoning. And the best thing that you can do for your own sake, for the sake of your health and well-being, is to genuinely forgive everyone involved, to ask for forgiveness mentally, and to genuinely forgive. There is this Hawaiian healing practice called Ho'oponopono. And this is an ancient practice, and there are books on this, but it essentially comes down to repeating the phrases, thank you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you. And these phrases are really about forgiveness. And when you forgive, you let go, you become free. Because the reason why many people don't really like to forgive is because they feel that it may not be fair. But the only thing that you have to do is to remember that you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you.
Exactly.
So once you reframe this and once you start doing this, you realize that there is tremendous freedom in that because when you let go, you become lighter and you become free from any self-poisoning. You become free from that event and you can move on.
I totally agree. Yeah. I mean, in many events, people seeking the fairness, The other day I saw a post on Facebook, which is very interesting. It says, you seek for fairness as if you want lion to not eat you because you don't eat lions.
Right, exactly.
And because we don't let go of certain idea, the idea come from our expectation, our judgment, and it's like self-poisoning, like you said. We cannot meet the expectation. And so forever we feel this is unfair and this is causing our pain because of this attachment, like in the Buddhist way, we call that attachment, right? So we cannot be free from the suffering. But letting go and forgiveness, accepting, I mean, accepting is the stage number one, and then letting go and then forgiveness, it really all contribute to our freedom in life and in tango dancing.
That's
So
right.
I totally agree that this mindfulness practice, again, we emphasize its practice, right? It's not an overnight ideation and then tomorrow I can do it. Yeah. So I really feel this book that you've written, people will really benefit a lot. And I'm also looking forward our potential launching workshops together, that they have a guide, your book as the guide, and I would be able to teach live lessons on how to practice this tango mindfulness to enhance our tango experience and going into the blissful state.
Wonderful.
Yes, as you know, I have a Facebook group called Tango plus Bliss coming your way.
Nice.
Tango mindfulness. Yeah, I hope all of us will join the group and read your book, and everyone, someone, little by little, one by one, people have this transformational experience, and our community will become better and bigger.
I'm looking forward to it.